Hi everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about Alien, the illustrated story. Trying to get the glare off of it. Okay, so this is weirdly a movie adaptation graphic novel, which in my experience are usually completely trash, terrible comic books that are usually produced like right after a movie comes out, and the thinking is like get them on the front shelves at like Barnes and Noble, so that as the movie's out and as the movie's big, you can make some extra money off of the story with a graphic novel adaptation. And they're usually boring, the same as what you saw in the movie, but less good. Garbage. Everything I was reading online said that this adaptation was miraculously actually good, which is probably how my partner ended up with it in the first place. He probably read something about that and was interested in, so probably got it, which is how I ended up reading it. So anyway, first of all, it's super short. Like, I don't know if you can tell from this. It's very, very short. So I will say, actually, let me just show you some of the art before anything else. The art is really cool. It's not like my personal favorite style, but it's pretty cool. Here's here's some murder scenes. Anyway, a little bit of gore. But I really like that there's like a nice combination of like pages with lots of panels and then pages that take up a lot of room. I don't know why I'm just showing you the gory ones. There's lots of dialogue and like character building that happens without alien murder too. But anyway, so I liked the art in it. So that was neat. I also was really impressed that like, I've seen the Alien movie and I loved it. And in some ways the movie is kind of short, and I don't mean like the time of the movie, like the actual how long the movie is short, but like the story's kind of short. But it's not this short. So it's pretty impressive that I feel like they successfully consolidated the story in a way that didn't feel rushed. And part of that is they sort of narrowed their focus seemingly. So like it goes through the whole movie, right? All the events of the movie, but the things that they spend time on is really like the sort of question of should they have let the original infected people back in, even though they knew that they could potentially bring with them, at the time they didn't know it was aliens, but something hazardous that could hurt the other people, and they end up, bringing them back. If you've seen the movie, they end up bringing them back in, and the alien kills everybody, except for Ripley. But so sort of the focus of this isn't the whole story almost, but it feels like the focus is more about like that dilemma of like, should we let loved ones, should we take care of our loved ones even if it's a risk to everybody else, or not? So I thought that was kind of cool. But here was my big issue with this. The movie Alien is like decidedly trying very hard to not be sexist and to in fact be a pretty feminist text. Now I have like some minor issues with the movie, but overall I feel like it works pretty hard to actually have strong women characters, and the relationships that develop between all the characters are interesting. To me, that was the most interesting part of the movie, is like watching how everyone relates to each other. this book somehow managed to make the story sexist. Not like really sexist, but just like, so like Parker calls Ripley the B word in the comic book, but that doesn't happen in the movie. So why did you just throw that into the book? And it seems like an extra problem because Parker's the black character, right? So you have the black man call Ripley the B word, which was not in the movie. For what? For what reason? I guess to build conflict and to build tension, but that seems to me like a lazy way to build tension between characters. It's like, oh, how do we ensure that the audience understands that, you know, he feels disrespected and like she's, thinks she's better than him and is treating him in this subordinate way. How do we get the audience to understand that really quickly? Oh, we'll just have him call her the B word because he's mad at her. And it's just like, it's both insulting both to women and to black people, but it's also lazy, I feel like, because that's not really actually character development. So that was like really frustrating to me. Otherwise, I also thought, I don't know, I thought their relationships with each other, I mean, in the movie they definitely had tension with each other and there were interpersonal issues, but there was also like a lot of really nice friendships and like just cute moments and fun moments. And this graphic novel version really makes all the relationships kind of bad, like everyone is mean to everyone else. And so it kind of like stripped away some of the fun of the movie. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for its storytelling ability because you can watch the movie and it's better. If you're really interested in art, the art's pretty cool, and also like if you're just interested in craft of like storytelling craft, it's interesting for that reason because I don't know, it blew my mind that they were able to tell this story in as little pages as they did. Does it actually have page numbers on it? No, it doesn't. It wasn't many pages. In as effective a way as they did, and focus on a particular aspect of the movie, and sort of like highlight that, so that it's bringing something new a little bit, but also go over the whole events of the movie at the same time. So that was pretty impressive. So if you're interested in like craft of writing or like craft of graphic novels, it's cool for that reason. But I wouldn't read it for the story. I think it is way less good of a story than the movie. Just watch the movie. Okay. Bye.